What's going on, traders? Thank you guys again for joining us for another live stream. If you guys have never joined us before, feel free to browse around our YouTube channel. We do upload daily, and we do have a free networking group. That's going to be the second link in the description, and we'd love to be a part of your success. Let's kind of go ahead and get started, and if you guys can stay tuned to the very end, I have a quick little update for you guys that I would love to keep you guys up to date. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So we have about 9 minutes until the market opens. So I'm going to start breaking down a series of stocks that you guys talk about, as well as I'm just following up with 2 stocks that I've been following up with, or 4 stocks that I've been following up with, but it's going to be very quick. So let's get right to it. So I really want to focus on what you guys see value in, and then I'll start just sharing my thought process. These are not any stock suggestions or nothing like that. This is me just simply, sharing my thought process. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we should be good. Let's see. Alrighty. So real quick, so just like the entire title, if you guys saw for our Sunday stock talk, we covered a series of stocks that I saw value in, right? What was the thing that I said about you guys? Well, market hasn't opened yet, but we knew that the previous support was at $8. It had a pullback all the way down to $7.60, which is totally just fine. And what did I say? I said I would feel comfortable buying you guys when it breaks above $8.50. But when it breaks above $8, we're now getting the indication that it's starting to show signs of reversal. And let's check the inverse ETF of UGAS, which is DGAS. And you can see that this went from about $32 and it pulled back to about almost $30. And if this thing pulls below, well, kind of like where it's at right now, if it continues to trend below and continue to break support, then obviously UGAS is going to be the move that I'm going to be focusing on because of the margin of profit that it has left to recover. It's no question that its resistance is $11. Does that mean 100% that it's going to? Does that mean 100% that it's going to hit $11? No, it's just, a psychological resistance where it tends to peak out at. With that being said, it has the potential. What I'm going to do is I have my alert set at $8.50. So when it breaks from $8.50 to $11, that offers about almost 30% potential for profit. So you just have to ask yourself, what is that worth it? What is that worth to you? I think it's a much safer trade than a lot of other lower cap stocks. And with this being said, it has a very predictable pattern based on our previous trades, right? Bouncing it, at $8, catching it when it breaks above the EMA. And I'm simply going to do the same thing. I have my alert set, so I just wanted to keep you guys up to date on this specific position. There was the KEM position that I wanted to follow up on. If we scoot back a little bit, we could see the previous support at $15. It validated that support. It started trending up, but now I had a pullback to about $16. It did go a little bit sub 16 if we focus on intraday. So with that being said, it did pull back to about $15.98. Is that the end of the world? No, guys, it's a swing trade. So if it continues to trend below 16, then yes, that's an indication that it's pulling back and breaking its trend. But just because it breaks right at $16, you can't really expect, just like based on its previous pattern, it doesn't always bounce at $16. It's a pretty big stock, so therefore it needs, margin to move. So I just wanted to keep you guys up to date on this one and let you guys know. So CENX was one that we called out when it fell below $14. It bounced at lows of $13.08, and it's been trending up ever since. Friday was not the best day for it. It ended up closing pretty much where it opened at. And with that being said, today it offers, I think, good intraday opportunity if it starts to show signs of an uptrend pattern. Realistically, what I'm saying is from $13.60 to $14, that's about 3% potential for profit. That's the previous resistance, and it makes sense to me. So if it does not make sense to you, then you should not be trading it. Also, this thing I think has a very predictable pattern when it comes down to the 180-day analysis, and the support that it has around $14 and the long-term potential that it can have. Doesn't mean the 100% that it's going to cover that. So just wanted to clear that up. So let's go ahead and talk about the stocks that you guys want me to focus on. So let's start breaking them down. Let's see. I'll just start going down the list. DPW. I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion, and yeah, that's really just it. Okay, so I can see why someone is talking about this one. This is a pre-market mover. It came from lows of, what was that? It closed at 80 cents, and right now it's at highs of $3.82. So this one would be a huge momentum trade, and it's trending up. Nothing but an uptrend. It looks like it's riding the VWAP indicators pretty nicely. So that's on the 15-minute chart. Let's focus on the 1 minute. The 5 minute. and it looks like it's hitting the resistance. So I would expect a little bit for a sell-off, or for a break of highs, or highs of day. With that being said, I'm going to set my alert just to make sure that this is definitely a day trade, and this is not going to be a swing trade, so I'm not going to be holding this one. It's going to be a quick in and out within a matter of minutes if I do take a position. But it looks like it's selling off, and it bounces pretty well, so it's holding above this golden VWAP indicator. I have a video that covers that. And then we also have the red VWAP indicator, which acts as a resistance. So support, resistance, and then kind of this medium on where it kind of averages at. So no, that's really nice to know, right? 100% does not mean that this thing's going to push up, and just make sure that you have some form of max loss before actually taking a position. So thank you for calling that one out. Okay, so it looks like someone called out grow. Okay, I can see what you guys called out grow, because on Friday I had a pretty decent day. Pre-market hours had a pretty decent day. It looks like it's consolidating right around 550. Do you guys see that? So it's consolidating around 550. If we start to see any indication of an uptrend, so holding about $5, and if it's starting to trend up, then I do see why this one offers potential, right? It offers 10% potential from simply to $6. So just make sure that whatever it is that you're choosing to take a position on, that you have some form of understanding that it's trending up, right? That, yeah, that's the easiest way that I can put it. That is not true. You are not way too dumb for this. It just takes time to kind of learn the terms and the vocabulary and also the techniques. But if it's you're definitely not dumb. It might just sound like another language, but it's definitely much easier once you understand it a little bit more. GNC. Okay, so GNC pumped up to 572. It's consolidating. Not really much that I want to cover here. Okay, consolidation, and it does have the potential to continue trending up. Oh. Wow. That was bad. All right. So it has a consolidation that it has going on around 550. And with that being said, it has its overall resistance at around $6. So I have my alert set at around 610, making sure that we get that confirmation that it actually starts trending up. Okay, so let's cover GoPro. So GoPro during pre-market, let's go ahead and follow up with this one. It did pull back to a little bit lower, prices that than what we're used to. I mean, not than what we're used to, but it did break below 850, and 850 was the support. So if you guys haven't followed GoPro on this 180-day analysis, previous support at $8, that's why we called out the bounce there. We waited for the confirmation and the break above 830. That's only 180-day EMA. And it is experiencing a pullback, but altogether, it's not far below, the EMA when it does pull back. So with that being said, it's not the end of the world. It's simply having a pullback. And if it continues to trend down, then yes, I could see why, people would not want to invest in it and wait for a more solid uptrend. But 100%, I still feel comfortable with my position. And with that being said, I feel like it just needs some form of consolidation for it to continue to, continue trending up and breaking that $9 resistance. So thank you again for calling that one out. Wow, Notorious, thank you again. So Ricky, I want to give you a shout out. Appreciate it. Thank you. It looks like we have a couple seconds left. Let me just, we have 4 seconds left. Okay, I definitely don't like this one. DCIX. DCIX is way, yeah, no, don't like this one at all. Alrighty, so there we go, you guys, with that sell-off. So if it validates the support, so it's been holding above the golden VWAP. So if it continues to hold above the golden VWAP, I would wait for the bounce off the golden VWAP and the break above the EMA, just because right now it's currently trending down. So I think it can have a sell-off to about 820, and I would not see any true value in UGAS until it starts trending up. I would treat this more as a day trade until we get that confirmation that it breaks above 850 and it holds. So that's just my opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean anything to you. So yeah, I just simply wanted to call that one out. KEM broke down to 1580. Again, no confirmation of an uptrend just yet. And GoPro with a nice little push up. Wow. Okay. So that's pretty nice. So it looks like Yeah, the volume really spiked up, so hopefully we can get a nice little push. But again, nothing is set in stone, so it doesn't mean that it's going to hold or continue trending up. CENX with a nice little push as well, validating that 1360 support. So that's really nice, and that can act, remember, as a good day trade. But yeah, that's really just it, guys. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in. I do want to let you guys know that if you guys look into the description of this video, you guys will have access to the link. So we're going to, I don't know if you guys could even see me now. You can't. All right, so I hope you guys all have an amazing day. Please plan out your trades and please make sure that you don't trade anything that you are not comfortable with. Again, we are working towards a goal, weekly goal of percentage growth. So please make sure that you are planning and working towards that. I do want to let you know the first link in the description will send you on over to my lesson library. Today's probably going to be the last day that the mentorship is going to be available. I posted that we had 9 spots left in the Facebook group, but last time I checked, we had like 5 spots left because 4 people already enrolled by the time that I even went live on this video. So it's going to be the first link. We're having a Cyber Monday sale. It's $100 off. And it's going to be a Cyber Monday sale for the next 8 hours. Once it sells out, I will close and turn off that promo code. So please just make sure that you use that coupon code. It's Cyber100, and it will get you $100 off the lesson library, which includes the mentorship program. So if you see value in that, I would love to be a part of your success. But if not, then 100%, please feel free to stay subscribed. And we have a series of helpful videos that we will continue to upload and hope that they can guide you in the right direction. This lesson library and mentorship is just a little bit more of an effective and efficient way to get started and to learn a little bit more about trading and the different markets that I excel in. So thank you guys again. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives you in your success. And we're also going to have a little Cyber Monday sale for the Tech Bud Solutions apparel if you guys want to pick some of that up. So thank you guys again. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.